Manipal, a brand born out of the need for privatization in health and education, has moved far away from development in just these two sectors. It is now a multilateral powerhouse, and one of the biggest peripheral beneficiaries of this brand are the various construction companies in this region. Land rates have literally doubled in the last year, leaving the owners here overjoyed. Currently, with just 8 square kilometers of built-up area, hundreds of crores are all set to flow into the industry in the near future. At the moment, in this small town, projects worth more than rupees 500 crore are already underway, all of them scheduled for completion within the next 2 years. Many more plans adding up to a net value of rupees 1,000 crores are in the pipeline as well. One thing, however, is very clear. It is indeed all smiles for the construction companies in this student town.
I'm standing in front of Mandavi Palace, a premier construction by Mandavi builders and developers, one of the biggest beneficiaries of this land revolution in Manipal. To my right is the 195 flat apartment complex, Mandavi Pearl City. 1.5 years away from its completion, 90% of these apartments have already been sold. So let's go and ask Mr. Glen of Mandavi Constructions where he gets all these customers from in a small city like this of Manipal.
60 to 70% are NRI customers from all over the places. 60 to 70%, and remaining like the whole depends on their if you're old parents, then their children will be thinking of getting to Manipal because everything medication is very nearby. Anyways, because one of the main thing is of the rent. So you get minimum of if a 1,000 square feet flat, and the rent will go like 10,000 for minimum. So anyone may like to get a good returns. And that is because they in the future will be having their children should be studying some engineering, doctorate or MBA anything. So Manipal everything is available in Manipal for education. So in future the rates may go up, and now the rates are present, it may fluctuate. So they're thinking of investing now.
Glen also tells us why he thinks going for houses in the big apartment complexes is a better deal.
Actually, if you just take in the heart of a city, the place cost for cent will be 3 to 4 lakhs. So for minimum to build a house, you should require 10 cents of land. So 10 cents will go 40 lakhs. And building a house, it may go 20 lakhs. So all of it may go to 50 lakhs. And we are giving a 3-bedroom flat in something like 32 lakhs. So with swimming pools, generator facility, security, with everything. So then it's a people's choice.
Clearly, the NRI money flowing into the Manipal University is one of the main reasons for the rates going sky high. Another common trend is the people from nearby places like Mangalore have a history of going to work in the Gulf countries, making their money and getting back to settle in Manipal post-retirement. One such example is communications student Sandeep Banga's father.
I'm here at Sandeep's place in Eshwar, Nagar. Sandeep's father, Mr. Banga, has recently bought a flat in the flourishing Princess Kirti Road. Now let's hear from Sandeep himself why his dad decided to buy a flat in Manipal.
Well, me and my dad came down to Manipal when I had to search for an apartment to stay. And my dad saw that there's a lot of students, as in Manipal is a student community, and there's a lot of students in Manipal, in the student community term. So, and all these students need a place to stay besides the hostel. A lot of people now stay in the hostel. A lot of people opt to move out of the hostel because of restrictions and the lack of freedom. A lot of people move out of the hostels and into flats. So my dad saw this as a business venture, as in get a flat and rent it out to the students. So as my mom stays in Mangalore, my dad comes down to Mangalore, and usually I'm also, if I'm not here, I'm in Mangalore. So it kind of helps all of us to keep at least a track of the plot, the land, the house itself. And in case once we start getting rent, as we can actually, it's a lot easier for us to actually manage that.
Speaking of rent, the brokers in Manipal too are doing good business. Most of them also work as mechanics or own shops in Manipal. One of them is Sunil. He has a DVD rental shop, Eshwar Nagar.
रेंट तो ऐसा है कि जो मेन रोड साइड में जो एरिया है ना, जैसे कि फ्लैट वगैरह हो गया, उसका सब डिमांड ज्यादा है। और रेसिडेंटल का घर का है ना, थोड़ा अंदर की तरफ होगा, तो उसके लिए सब कम है, क्योंकि अभी रेसिडेंटल एरिया भी जैसे कि घर की साइड अंदर थोड़ा सेंस के लिए बहुत कम पैसा है, लाइक 70,000 पर सेंस। मगर जो मेन रोड के साइड में ना सब 3 लाख चल रहा है। जो ईश्वर नगर में बहुत एक्सपेंसिव है, आनंद नगर बहुत एक्सपेंसिव है, दशरथ नगर एक्सपेंसिव है। जो कोई भी माया दीदी के आसपास का जो एरिया है ना, दैट्स ऑल एक्सपेंसिव ओनली। अगर आधे के आधे तो लैंड को ओनर सब बाहर के ही लोग हैं जो इधर इन्वेस्टमेंट करके छोड़ दिए और उन्हें वैसे का वैसे ही पड़ा है, नहीं नो प्रॉब्लम, 5 साल 10 साल के बाद देखेंगे। कुछ लोग ऐसे भी हैं। और रेंट के लिए तो इधर ज्यादा से ज्यादा स्टूडेंट लोग और हॉस्पिटल केएमसी के लिए जो पेशेंट के लिए आते हैं, जो उनके बच्चों को कुछ भी 1 साल के लिए रहना की जरूरत पड़ता है, तो होटल वगैरह तो बहुत एक्सपेंसिव होता है ना, तो 3000 4000 में अगर कोई घर में जाए तो साथ में रहने के लिए, तो कुछ लोग ऐसे भी स्टूडेंट लोग भी मिलता है और फैमिली पार्टी जैसे कि हॉस्पिटल के लिए तो वो लोग भी रहता है।
It's quite obvious that the real estate business is in for some big profits in the upcoming years. In spite of this phenomenal rise in land rates, potential buyers and tenants are flowing into the small town. There are some concerns over the environmental impact of these constructions as well. 50% of the greenery of the area behind me has already been compromised as a result of these constructions. But what these constructions will do to the future of Manipal is something we will have to wait and watch. With camera person Shaz Mohammed, this is S. Ramnathan for MediaWorks News Service.